Hi, I'm Jeff Gearhart of the Masters Program. I want to give you the deciding power to define. What does that mean? Well, I need to be able to have a decision inside of me that will be defining the things on the outside of me. You see, in the Masters Program, what we're working towards is to go on our life's mission. But the thing about your life's mission is it's going to create strain and struggle, and that's natural. It's like your career or your family. All of these things have puzzles and pieces in them that are going to need you to trust God, to be on mission, and to hold out towards a dream that you're heading towards. Well, while you're heading in that direction, we need to be strengthening the mindset that we've got, the soul and spirit that we've got, and that exercise has a lot to do with no. It has everything to do with the words that come across my lips. Because what I say, my whole body is going to follow. In fact, so is my soul. It's going to start to believe what I say. So your words have great power. And you need the deciding power to define, to be able to decide some things on the inside. So as you define them on the outside, you're starting to move forward with them in strength. Now, this morning I was having Bible study with my sons, and we've been mixing in a book study next to our Bible study. And one of the things that we're looking at while we're defining what does it mean to be a godly man is to look at some of the words that Paul used to define what does godliness look like. And he used this word that we don't use very often called pugnacious. And pugnacious means to lose control with our anger so much that we would strike people or become violent. Now, why would someone become violent or being angry and sinning at the same time? Well, it all starts in the inside. And so I want to look at that to help you to have the deciding power to define. Let's go into the inside. You see, on the inside, when I'm angry or losing control, it's because I'm looking around and I'm comparing. And in that comparison, which by the way, comparison is the enemy of joy. So while I'm comparing, all of a sudden, I'm realizing there's some things that I deserve that I want right now. I need these things. How come I don't have them? And for whatever reason, we've decided there are deficits. And so the beginning of anger starts when there's things that I feel I have the right to, and I'm going to demand them. Now, anger in and of itself is not wrong. And if you grew up in a churchianity world that said that Jesus brought the gospel of nice, that's not true. If you think that the way that he turned over the tables in the courtyard was in a nice way, you're not understanding the story. You see, there was a great deal of holy anger that happened there. Now, I'm not getting into that. I really want to dissect what's going on inside of me that allows for this bubbling over where I would become pugnacious or angry and so upset that I would lose control. Well, we're looking here then at the decision to say, I deserve something and I have something that should be mine. I have a deficit. You see, we're using words that define the way that we think. And to have the deciding power to define, I need to remove some words from my mindset. Well, how does that work exactly? Well, if I substitute the word need for want, because the word need, when you use or when I use the word need, it implies a deficit. It implies that there is something that I should have or I need to have. I want you to substitute need for want. Now, this is wisdom, not a command. I'm not taking something out of the Bible to tell you. I'm telling you that if you will get rid of deficit language, you will start to define what it is that you want. Now, while I do that, I will hold my mouth until I'm ready to say, I want this instead of I need this. And want puts me in a position of defining what needs to happen. And there isn't a sense that I am in a deficit mode. Rather, I've decided. So now I have the deciding power to define. I want this. I want you to do this. Okay, using this language puts me in a place of not letting my heart look around at all the things that I have need for, deficit for, but rather to make command to define and make action. So substitute the word want instead of need. Now, there are the OULD words that we want to get rid of as well, the could, shoulds, and woulds. The could says that I'm uncertain. I don't know, but can instead of could gives me power. I can do that. I will do that. I want to do that. Get rid of the could because there's uncertainty. You see, now I've got the deciding power to define when I get rid of could. How about should and would? Both of those uncertain as well. Should we? Would you? No. Get rid of those. Substitute must and will. I must do this. You must do this. No should. Or I will do this. Or I want you to do this. This is now defined language. We need to get rid of uncertainty. Here's the thing. Is to him who is able to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can ever ask or imagine. We understand that we are in league, in collaboration, in partnership with the Father. And so by that, we're no longer allowing for all of this uncertainty. We're boxing it up, or believing for. And the more that I am managing my mindset, my heart, my emotions, the more that I've got a deciding power. And when I've decided, I move forward and I make the request, I make the order, I make the command, I decide. Okay. And this deciding power is so powerful, right? Because as I strip that language out, and by the way, I'm still looking for me when I type the word need or one of the OULDs. And as I type those words, I start to spot them and realize, hey, right now I'm dealing in uncertainty. I'm dealing in a deficit. And I don't want to have a deficit mindset. I want to be in a place with which I'm certain. Now, will we come into uncertainty? Yes. But we anchor in certainty. And your heart and mind needs to anchor there. It doesn't just need to anchor there. We want it to anchor there. It's a get to opportunity. Now that my heart's anchored in the I want this to happen, I'm able to move forward while I continue to trust that the certainty is God will provide. The certainty is his preferences will be able to make up for anything that I don't understand. Someday I will. Someday we'll see it all come together. And that we have the promise from Romans 8:28 that he makes all things work together, integrated for good to those that know and love him. So, you that know and love him, who are already on life mission, stay in certainty. Anchor into that certainty. Have the deciding power to define. Decide in your mind, I'm certain he's got this. What I can't see, what I can't hear or understand in this moment, I'm still certain that he's got this. And then lock in and define. I will. I want. I must. I can. These words anchor our hearts and our minds there. You know, in the Master's Program, we are working to build leadership that works not only in our businesses, but in our families and in the kingdom space. We want to be faithful and create fruit in those faithful places, and to be able to be invited by our Heavenly Father to join him where he's at work. And while we join him, go after an incredible life mission. Stay on mission. We're in your corner. Use the deciding power to define. All right. God bless you.